The real reason why The Rock turned face and ended feud with Cody Rhodes on Raw, explained by WWE veteran The Rock, stunned the WWE Universe upon his return to WWE, as he praised Cody Rhodes on Raw's premiere on Netflix after a heated feud between the two last year. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo speculated on the possible reason behind the final boss actions on the Red brand. The Rock and Cody Rhodes were involved in a lengthy feud on the road to WrestleMania 40, with the Great One even pinning the American Nightmare in a tag match on Night 1 of the shows. The People's Champion also promised the 39-year-old on the Raw after WrestleMania XL that he would come after the undisputed WWE Champion upon his return. However, things took a shocking turn on Raw last night, as the Hollywood star praised the American Nightmare during the opening segment. They even hugged backstage, completely dismissing their kayfabe feud, speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw. Vince Russo noted that the only explanation for the final boss actions is that there are no plans for the speculated WrestleMania 41 match between the two, and thus WWE is distancing itself from what happened last year. They're not going their WrestleMania match between The Rock and Cody Rhodes, and they want to get completely away from it. That's the only thing that makes sense, he said. The Brahma Bull also praised Roman Reigns on Raw, and even came out to present the OTC the Ula Fala after the latter's win in the Tribal Combat match, seemingly confirming that the two won't feud in the near future. What happened with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Cody Rhodes during WWE Raw's premiere on Netflix? Following an introduction to WWE Raw's premiere on Netflix, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came to the ring with his championship that was given to him from Muhammad Ali's widow. After giving the title to his daughters at ringside, Rock went into the ring and cut a babyface promo. After talking about the Netflix premiere, Rock gave praise to both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Rock said the following: "Cody has carried this company on his back for a year. He has done an amazing job. Cody Rhodes, thank you, brother. One more thing. Tell Mama Rhodes that Rock said hello. Lastly, I want to acknowledge one other man, and that's my cousin, Roman Reigns." After the segment, Rock gave a hug to Cody at ringside. Possible WrestleMania 41 opponents for Cody Rhodes now that The Rock has turned babyface. It appears that Cody Rhodes will not put the undisputed WWE Championship on the line against The Rock at WrestleMania 41 after the final boss opening segment on the Raw premiere on Netflix. The latter had a face turn and praised the American Nightmare for carrying the company on his back since he finished his story at WrestleMania 40 following his segment. The Rock is likely to miss the grandest stage of them all, and thus, WWE Creative will move in a different direction regarding Cody Rhodes' opponent at Mania. That said, we will look at 3 WWE superstars who could face the American Nightmare at the Showcase of the Immortals this year. Number 3. Randy Orton could turn on his best friend. Randy Orton is currently out for weeks following a banned piledriver from Kevin Owens. His feud with KO is far from over, and he should be back soon to take revenge on the former world champion. However, once he is done with Kevin Owens, the 14-time world champion will shift his attention to get back to the title picture, even if that means he must have a heel turn on his best friend Cody Rhodes. That a match between the two megastars has been in the making since the American Nightmare returned to the company in March 2022. With that in mind, we could assume that Randy Orton will have a heel turn at some point during the road to WrestleMania and will challenge Cody for the undisputed WWE Championship. The Scottish Warrior returned after a 2-month hiatus and targeted the OG bloodline, assaulting the Usos and Sami Zayn and setting his sights on Roman Reigns. At the same time, though, he moved to SmackDown and had a segment with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Given that he is one of the top WWE heels, it would be a major surprise if he didn't emerge as a contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. This would be a blockbuster match, as it would be a collision between the two top babyfaces in WWE. The Cenation leader is back for his farewell tour, and WWE has big plans for him in the final WrestleMania of his legendary career. Thus, a match against Cody Rhodes with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line would make sense, as it would allow John Cena to break the tie with Ric Flair and become a world champion for a record-breaking 17th time. Whether this means that Cena will step up and challenge Cody Rhodes, or will win the 2025 Royal Rumble and choose to face the American Nightmare remains to be seen, but it is likely that this match could happen at WrestleMania 41. Reasons why The Rock vs. Cody Rhodes won't be happening in WWE anytime soon. The Rock vs. Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 was one of the most anticipated contests this year in WWE. However, the historic match won't see the light of the day anytime soon. The final boss himself has given indications of it. The Brahma Bull kicked off Monday Night Raw's premiere episode on Netflix with a smashing entry. However, nobody knew what was coming from the final boss's mouth. He congratulated Cody Rhodes for carrying the company for 1 year. That was one of the biggest shockers of the night. This listicle will discuss 3 reasons why the final boss might not square off against the American Nightmare in the near future. The Rock put Cody Rhodes over on Raw. Nobody had imagined that the Great One would put over Cody Rhodes in his first promo of 2025. The last time they stood inside the ring was on the April 8th edition of Raw after WrestleMania 40. The final boss had warned Rhodes, saying he would certainly go after the Undisputed WWE Championship upon return. However, the People's Champ turned the tables when he praised Cody Rhodes tonight. He congratulated the American Nightmare for being the face of the company for 1 year. The Brahma Bill buried his hatchet with Rhodes. Later, as he walked out, he hugged Rhodes with an emotional Cody and returned the gesture. This seems to have put rest to all the speculations of The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Number 2. The Rock turned babyface. Nobody had expected the final boss to turn babyface on his opening segment of Raw on Netflix. Until now, there were huge speculations that The Rock would go up against Cody at WrestleMania 40. However, since he turned babyface in his first appearance in WWE in 2025, it doesn't appear that Triple H would pit 2 babyfaces for a main event match at WrestleMania 40. Number 1. The Rock's prior commitments. While the WWE fans were desperately waiting for a contest between Rock and Rhodes, the former's Hollywood commitments may have prevented him from getting in one more wrestling match at WrestleMania 41 that the Brahma Bill buried his hatchet with Rhodes. Later, as he walked out, he hugged Rhodes with an emotional Cody and returned the gesture. This seems to have put rest to all the speculations of The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Number 2. The Rock turned babyface. Nobody had expected the final boss to turn babyface on his opening segment of Raw on Netflix. Until now, there were huge speculations that The Rock would go up against Cody at WrestleMania 40. Moreover, the People's Champ has several films scheduled for